I come from a privileged background. I grew up in a mansion. My mother worked, my father worked. I had a stable household. I had a family that loved me, and I wasn't exposed to gangs. I wasn't exposed to drugs. So I've been homeless. Well, I mean, broadly speaking, homeless for a decade. Yeah. My name is Joseph Edgar Thomas Jr. I'm a native Angelino, and went to private schools most of my academic career. I dropped out of college because I was bored out of my mind. I was a very happy kid before my mother died. It took me actually years to get over it. I was hospitalized with depression. I was a very troubled teen. Profoundly troubled. I eventually got to a house on Adams Boulevard that was owned by my grandmother. And when she died, she left it to the church. So I had to move out, and that's when I became homeless. So that was 2008. I wanted someplace that was really quiet. So I found this alleyway. It was very quiet there. And so I slept there for like a good 2 years, maybe even longer than that. And most of the time I was there, I was the only person in that section of the alleyway. I lived at City Hall as part of Occupy Los Angeles until the LAPD shut us down. Occupy Los Angeles was an expression of the frustration that a lot of people were feeling during the administration of Barack Obama. That even though we had a progressive Democrat African-American in office, that certain needs were not being addressed, like homelessness, like the ever-growing gap between the rich and the poor, which has only gotten worse since then. I got arrested probably like right about here. Yeah, right about here. And I was encouraging my friends to say, you know, if we're going to be taken seriously as a movement, we need to be prepared to put our bodies on the line. Because I was prepared to I made the decision I was going to get arrested probably like in mid-November. Because I had a clean police record, and I didn't really have anything to fear. And other people had police records, so I don't blame them for not joining. And I was one of the first ones arrested. It's like any movement, the people who are part of that movement will be taken a good deal more seriously if they put their bodies on the line. A la Dr. King, a la Mahatma Gandhi. It made me feel that I was becoming ever more committed to my ideals. I felt that it was kind of like a rite of passage for any activist to be arrested at least once. We were booked. We were in that cell for 3 days. That got me off of the street. Yeah. That's why I'm not homeless anymore, because of that settlement. And then once the money started dwindling, I said, okay, I don't want to be homeless ever again, so I got to get serious about working again. And I got to do something where I can feel that I'm making some kind of contribution. After all, the movement gave me this money, so I want to kind of give something back to the movement, at least indirectly. So that's when I found out about Donor Services Group, and that's when I started working there. I knew I was going to go through the money, and I knew I wanted to go through it as slowly as possible. So I wasn't going to get anything fancy. It's just something that, you know, just a basic room where I have to share a toilet, share a shower, that's fine. I had, you know, tortellini at $15 a pop from an Italian restaurant on 9th Street. I bought a portable DVD CD player, and I bought some new clothes, but for the most part I was very frugal. I'm much more concerned right now about becoming financially successful. Well, there's no substitute for work. I would hope that any rational person would come to that obvious conclusion. You can be witty and intelligent and well-educated and stunningly good-looking, but unless you're willing to put in the work, you're not going to get very far in this world. Work is crucial, but that's not enough. You have to fashion a world for yourself wherein you have a sense of accomplishment, you're around people who appreciate you. It may be a family, or it may not be a family, it might just be a group of people that love you and are in your corner. But even that's not enough. The most important thing in our lives is to make a difference in this world. The human project did not begin with us, it's not going to end with us. And the way the world becomes a better place is by people making contributions to improving the world.